Good evening, everyone. I am live for the hour. I'm going to do some readings for you all. I do this every couple of weeks. Just an opportunity for if you have some questions, but not enough like a whole reading. If you have some questions, this is an opportunity to drop them in the comment box, and I will get to them. I'll go one by one, get through as many people as I can. So a question has come in already. I'm going to answer it. I'm just going to take a breath with anyone that's on with me right now. Wonderful. So this is a question came in from Nick, Hannah, and Aurora. I'm going to check into that now. Guys, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'd rather not say out loud what it's regarding. Don't want to get other minds involved in this. But what you need to do for a little girl, it is fine to do what the professional is suggesting. I see the root of it. No pun intended. I see the root of it being the concern there, but I can just assure you that the love of your family is going to elevate this concern. And some of what has been concerning the little one is related to what is going to get cleared and cleaned out there. So I do not see any concern going forwards. Okay. I feel like you're going to ask me, so I'm just going to take a picture of the cards here. There we go. All right. Okay, so who's on tonight? Okay. Hello, Patty. Thank you for being on. Always appreciate that you're there. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Nina. Ginny, you had a dream about your stepsister. What did it mean? I mean, look, I can dig in and get something, Ginny, but why don't you narrow the goalposts a bit? Just why don't you say a couple of things that were in the dream, and I can look at that, okay? Because I don't think you want to test me here. So why don't you mention a couple of themes that were in the dream and put that in. And Nina, your great-grandson passed a year ago today. I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, so I don't see any questions yet. Nothing comes in the next minute or so, then yes, Ginny, I will look at yours. Otherwise, guys, put in a question, or I'm gonna. I have to put together the Batmobile, right? I bought the Batmobile for one of my kids. It's like one of these pedal go-kart things. I thought it would like arrive all set up, and he could just ride out the house, but no, I've got to do that. So, oh, we've got questions. Okay, all right. Oh gosh, there's lots. Sorry. All right, Cindy. A kitchen remodel keeps being delayed. New contract says 4/1. Are they really starting? It was starting October. All supplies are finally in. Okay. Cindy, I don't see them starting on the 1st of April. I don't think you're done with the delays there. I will say, once it does happen, once it does get done, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And sorry, I'm really warm in here today. Wow. I saw something on Facebook today, and I'm going to mangle this. It's a quote from the Buddha. No, I'm not going to mangle it. I'll tell you exactly what it was. But I think this might work for you as well. Serenity comes when you trade expectations for acceptance, right? And that's a fancy schmancy way of saying let go a little bit. I know I know people are professionally required to do as they say they're going to do, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. If you can just let go a little bit. I don't see it happening on the 1st of April. I do see it happening, and it's going to be wonderful. Yeah. Tracy. See, your roof situation be resolved by Memorial Day. God, it's all housey stuff today, isn't it? Maybe I'm dehydrated. All right. Yep, that I see resolved by Memorial Day, Tracy. Yeah, good. Glad I can get some music on. Caroline, is there a new romantic partner in your near future? Okay. Okay, so I wanted to answer the question that you have asked, Caroline. You said near future. I do not get that it's going to be in the near future. It's looking more like summer to me, and in case you're a little disappointed to hear that, I just want to say what I'm looking at. I really would wish for you. I'm very happy with this. I mean, sometimes this isn't rocket science, okay? Do you like the look of that card, right? Do you like the look of that? So, and there's more I could say, but it's a little too early for you. From what I'm seeing, you actually don't want a relationship right now. I know a part of you does, but another part of you doesn't. Not yet, not quite time. I'm seeing some July, August. Yeah. Okay. Pam. To deal with a family situation, brother's gone to has Alzheimer's, and we as a family were very happy with his caretaker. Things, however, gone sideways. We're concerned for her mental health. Very concerned for my brother. We're going. Hold on. I can't see the whole message. We're going to court because she's trying to take control and stop us from seeing him. Jesus Christ. My father is a dementia patient, I believe they call it. So I deeply empathize with you, Pamela. All right. Okay. Look, it's easy for me to say what I'm about to say, Pamela, which is this is going to work out fine. This is going to pan out fine. You know, when people worry, they forget who they are. They forget what they can be. We let situations become bigger than us. It's actually a metaphysical thing because a situation in one's mind has an energy field, and when we worry, our energy field gets smaller, and so we get kind of lost in it. Okay, but if I could show you what I'm seeing here, I'm not going to. I'd rather you just listen to me right now. Your physical world ability to resolve this is greater than hers. Your own energy when you're clicked in is greater than hers. Of course, there is a spiritual thing above and beyond all of this, but I don't think it's and it's a thing, but I don't think it's relevant for you right now. Your brother is, yes, he's a dementia patient, just as my father is. He's where he needs to be. He's okay. He's okay. You, Pamela, are stronger than this lady in a couple of ways, and this is going to work out. Blood is thicker than water, and there's a lot in that sentence. So don't worry. I hate that expression, don't worry. What is a better way of saying don't worry? Because I don't want to just say, oh, trust. You have the support in you. You have the support, physical support around you. You have support that you can't see as well. Okay, Pamela? And so ask yourself the question, please ask yourself the question, Pamela, what if this turns out in my family's best interest? Ask yourself literally that question, word for word, please. Okay. Oh, my friend says, focus on being here now. Thank you, Rhonda. All right. Let's go on. When will my son Connor marry his current girlfriend? I'm seeing next year, Mary. Ginny, okay. Ginny had asked about a dream she had. See, we were getting ready to go to an event. Stepsister was reluctant to talk to me, but it seemed she wanted to. Okay. just need to check something. Okay. Right. This stream is about standing in power. It's about owning one's power. Have you ever noticed that when it comes to the actual situation of owning one's power, no one actually wants to do it? You know, it's really pretty to say it. It sounds great with your Facebook memes and so on. Own your power, stand in your power. When it actually comes to it, it's a challenging thing to do. That's why it's called power. When one stands in one's power, we're going to experience the opposite. Okay, so you and your stepsister, you're representing both of you here, and you, Ginny, you're her as well. You don't get out of it. So the particular chakra that it's working on with you, Ginny, is the solar plexus. Okay. It's not the seat of creative power. That's the, I'm sorry, excuse me, touching myself here. That's the sacral chakra, but the expression of that is the solar plexus here. There is a deeper thing in you here about going your own way, and there's also a thing beyond that about your relationship with in the most general sense with death. No one's dying, no one's going to die, not saying that, but relationship with mortality. All right, so a lot of different layers and levels there. Okay, let's go. Oh, have I lost? Oh, hold on. Kelly, I just saw your message there. Yeah, I do want to come to New Braunfels. I actually emailed Leslie at church, but it bounced back. So I don't know if she's gone or I should contact Gary or whatever it is. But yeah, I want to come to New Braunfels in May. Where are we? Ashley. I just started tearing up about your stepfather. He passed away in January. I'm sorry. I looked down at my phone and you were giving readings. Does he have anything to say? LOL. Right. Oh, you young people with your millennial expressions. Okay. So Ashley, quite a bit here, and I feel like everything I'm going to say, you'll be like, yep, because I feel you'll recognize it. He's saying, first of all, where he is, it's exactly as he thought it would be, as he said it would be like. He's happy, okay? He's happy, and he's strong. He's still a presence, and that isn't always the case. That is not always the case. But he's still very much a presence around you. He says, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Build on that, and the next thing happens, one thing at a time. There's this thing about angels too. He says he's with angels, but also he says you work with angels, keep working with angels. Helps you with your home and your work balance. And the last thing he's saying, and I don't know what this is about, he's saying look, that thing you think I'm annoyed with you both about, so I think you and your husband, that thing you think I'm annoyed with you both about, I'm not. Okay. Natasha. Oh, Natasha, first of all, there is a Facebook page called Pun Appreciated. Pun appreciated. I think you need to join it. Pun appreciated. It's dad joke central. The kids, I wanted to move to a home in the country. I was wondering if Spirit could say when that would happen. Okay. I'm going to, what I'm seeing here, I recommend this year. It's there's this opportunity over the next 3 years. I just see it getting a little tighter. So I feel like a window is going to open for you actually midsummer, I feel. And if should it feel right to you, so turn that music down. Some music from Outlander, really like it. Should it feel right for you? I think you should go for it. So I'm getting this year. I'm getting summer. I don't think you need to rush at it because there seems to be other opportunity in the next couple of years too. It looks a little more fluid this year. That's all I'll say. Okay. So, transition to working as a spiritual entrepreneur, but you're not sure about the time frame. Is this something I'm not seeing or considering that would help me with the timing and method for transition? So, Angelica, next year, you know how you'll know the difference is you won't be wondering about it next year. It'll be clear to you. You're going to know, okay, this part of my work brings in this much. This part of my work brings in this much, but I enjoy it more. And something else is going to have opened up as well. It will just make more sense. Like right now, as I'm looking at it, yeah, you could do it, but you'd be grabbing at it. All right, that's not entrepreneurship. That's playing, and you're not going to play. It is in your path to do this. Or what you're going to do. It is. I'm telling you, there is a feeling you're going to have that you haven't had yet, and it's going to be a more solid feeling. And then you're not going to need anyone to tell you. You're not going to need anyone else's input. But right now, it just feels like feet aren't fully on the ground. I feel like you could do it, but you know what? I think here's what I'll say. If you do choose next year, I feel like you'll get to the end of this year and think, thank God I didn't. Thank God I had this time. I could figure a few things more out. I can transition in a more solid, easeful way. That's what I'd say, but not longer than next year. you contact a realtor for your home search or work with the seller's realtor once you find your place? I'd like to negotiate on my own. If negotiating on your own actually is an option, and I don't know that it is for exchanging of property. I don't know if it is an option because it's not my area. If it is an option, if it is a thing, I recommend that, because I don't see you happy in your power getting quite what you want with your own realtor or with someone else's. If I'm pushed against a wall, then get your own realtor, right? If it's an option for you to represent yourself, then represent yourself. Okay. Hi, Amber. I'm having a good year. Yes, good day. Carolee. I'm sorry you're having challenges there, Carolee. Will this pass or lead to a change? Okay, so the issue I'm seeing here, Carolee, is that people, whoever, I don't know if it's your colleagues, your peers, or your superiors there, or both, they don't see what you put into what you do. They don't see how much work you put in, and they think what you do is easy as a result of it. I don't see that resolving, I'm sorry to say. And I've checked 3 times on that, because I don't want to tell you that. I want to tell you happy things, but that's what I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it improving, really, Carolee. Yeah. All right, but I must move on. Barbara. Being offered to change groups at your work. You're working for a new team. Is this a good move for you? It is, Barbara. Now, it might be a bit more work than you want to be doing for a while. It might feel like a bit much, but I really think you're going to be able to pull it together or pull people together, whatever it is, and do some. Sorry, too loud. And do some great things and enjoy it. So yeah, I do feel it's the right move for you. If it's a little tiring for a while, just go with it. Make sure you get your rest and nurture yourself and all of that stuff. And then I do think it's gonna turn out well for you, Diana. Oh no, sorry, Diana. I've been trying to get past my test anxiety. What do I need to get past it or school? What do I need to get past it or school? Okay. I see. Okay, I need to give you this answer on a couple of different levels because they're both true. I just need to do one first because I don't think you'll hear the other one without it. You're putting the anxiety together with with an action, and they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. The anxiety is coming from another place. It's a wound. Okay. It's a wound. It's a hurt. It's a. I'm just going to keep saying words like that. You get what I'm saying? Something's hurting. It is not an indictment of an ability, which this is. And you're putting them together, and you're not going to resolve it when they're together. One requires some love. I wasn't going to go this way, but fine. It's you talking to a much younger and smaller version of yourself that is feeling vulnerable, is hurting, is afraid, and please will you speak to her as the grown adult that you are and tell her that you're taking care of her, of yourself, of your path, of your way. You're taking responsibility. Taking responsibility for you both. That is speaking to the wound. You, in terms of how you're preparing, studying, and all of that, it's great. It's marvelous. You're ready to rock. Ready to rock. God, I sound so old. Oh my God. Ready to rock. Sorry. I'm just trying to say they're different. Sorry. They're different. They're mutually independent, and so don't put them together. Deal with anxiety as anxiety. Deal with preparation as preparation. Now, so then I'll say the other thing, which is because I needed to speak to your human first, and say anxiety is here. You got to go here. And so ask yourself the question, what would your greater self do? What would your higher self do? And if you're into this flavor, what would your Christ self do? It is above anxiety. It's above concern. It's above worry. And there's a place we can all go to quite easily, which is above that. What would your higher self do? What would your perfected self do? What would your pure self do? You go there, you ask. From there, you can look from a higher vantage point upon this, and at that point there isn't anxiety. But I needed to say the first thing first. So perhaps you want to go back over this recording, ignore the part where I talked about rocking, and just sit with that a bit. Okay, Ginger, studying to get your license and to sell life insurance. Okay, this is a good thing. I want to change careers. I'm not getting a great read on this, Ginger. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to contradict what I've just said. Why don't you get your license? I don't like this as a career change for you, and I just want to throw the word in yet. I wonder if it's a yet. I wonder if it's just not the right time yet for it. You know, if I just broaden this out a bit, sometimes we are guided to do things that set our attention in a different way. And we invest our time and money and everything, only for our attention to be taken in another way. But we had to start that process off somewhere. So I wonder if this is going to take you it's already taking you in a direction, but I wonder if this is going to take you in a variant of that direction. So however strange this may sound that I'm saying it, get your license, follow through in that respect. I feel like life's going to take you somewhere else, though. And yeah. Emily. It's one thing you can work on for personal growth. Okay, you asked the question, you said one thing, okay? That one thing is to look, as I'm doing, that one thing is to take pauses. Take pauses, take longer breaks, to take breaks in the first place, to take longer breaks, to pause before speaking, okay? And if you just did the third one, that's going to improve every relationship you will ever have. You said one thing, so I told you one thing. I told you three things, but I really told you one thing. It's that pause. It's that pause which stops us from being in do, and it's that pause which lets us reflect for a split second before speaking, and that can make or break relationships right there. Okay. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Okay. So hello, Debbie. You're asking a big old question there. And It's a very broad question, and I don't have a huge amount of time here. But let me just see what I get for you. Okay, I honor the question. I like the big question. The great life's purpose. We'll find a way to earn a living. Okay. Okay. So I've got some good news for you. It may not sound like it, but you're not going to figure this out. This is going to happen, right? I don't expect you to listen to me because I just don't. I expect you to shiny new penny this. Okay, no offense at all. I just think you will. So I'm going to ask you not to. Because this is getting figured out. You're asking a big question, and so big things are going to happen. Big things are going to be asked of you. Big things like seeing yourself. Big things like being vulnerable. Big things like being, as it were, emotionally naked with people. Okay, this is actually, in some respects, our life purpose. You're going to be asked to trust. And take steps where you don't feel safe. You will be safe, but you won't feel safe. So don't get offended when I say you're going to shiny new penny this. It is our natural reaction, mine included, to look for what we know. Your question is literally asking for what you don't know, to be shown what you don't know. And our ego, which just tries to keep us safe, just tries to keep us in familiar territory, doesn't like that. It feels like death. And you're asking for life. You're literally asking for the opposite of ego. And if there is one message I can give you about you saying, find a way to earn a living, it's the works are in progress. Hold that thought. Okay. It's not quite, I don't know. None of my business what your financial situation is. I feel you asking something bigger there. And there is some clearing that has to happen first. And so where I'm speaking from here, Debbie, is I'm passing on the love that Spirit has for you. You call it what you want. God, love, angels, I don't care. Call it what you want. Passing on the love that they have for you. And that love will bring things to you. And that love will take things away from you. And it is dispassionate with how it does that. But you figuring out your life, but no. You being aware of what you're showing your life purpose is, that's it. That's beyond your ability to get in the way of. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. All right. I do not see any more questions. So I'm going to ask you all to take a breath with me, please. I would just like to just have a few moments to pray. And I want to say a prayer to begin with for each of you, your families, your community, for everything that's important to you, for everything you're looking to build and create and make happen, for everything you're looking to leave your life. We say a prayer together for each other, okay? A little group that comes together, we do that. We then call and cast our love out in all directions. The world is hurting at the moment. The world is turbulent. We just send love in any and all direction, trusting that it is received, trusting it is felt. Things going on in the world beyond our human hand's capacity to fix or resolve. Every single solution that has ever been and ever will be came because there was cohesion of love and energy followed by action. Okay. And with that, I will say good night. I have to go and build a Batmobile now. In a way, we are all building a Batmobile, but I literally have to build a Batmobile. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you for staying with me. Chantel, I've closed the energy. Sorry, love. I'm sorry. Thank you for staying with me, and I will see you again soon.